A study on short-term financial position in Sterling Solid Tyres Private Limited, done by N.S. Praveena.N.S 995, register number MA20537, under the guidance of Mr. M.R. Prakash, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, Veltekangasanko Arts College, affiliated to the University of Madras, April 2014. Introduction about my topic. The study of short-term financial position on business occupies an important place in financial management. Short-term financial management is a term that refers to the management of current assets, that is, cash, marketable securities, debentures, inventories, and current liabilities of the company, said to be accounts payable, notes payable, the accrued obligations, to achieve a balance between profit and risk in order to contribute positively to the value of the company. Short-term financial position may cover any period within 12 months, that is 1, 3, 6, 9, etc., depending upon the nature of business or depending upon the purpose for which the budget is prepared. Let's see about the meaning of short-term financial position. The short-term financial position of business that is used in day-to-day trading operations, calculated with the current assets and current liabilities. Short-term financial position means operating capital. It is the part of the total capital which required for running the day-to-day operation of the business. Working capital is short-term in nature, that is stock of raw material, semi-finished goods, finished goods, trade debtors, cash, and bank balance. The amount of short-term financial position will vary from time to time depending the speed of the business done. Company profile. Sterling Solid Tyres Private Limited was promoted by a young group of technically very sound entrepreneurs with a decade of solid cushion tires. It is a progressive company. The company was founded in 1985. Its exclusive plant at Pudukkottai in Tamil Nadu. Hence, the admin office is in Raja Annamanaipuram in Chennai. Sterling has made a total commitment to excellence in providing cost-effective world-class solid press-on tires. They are producing two types of tires, that is solid press-on tires and solid cushion tires. Solid press-on tires. Sterling's non-negotiable standards of quality control ensure that whatever the application, whether hot or cold, rough or uneven terrain, our press-on tire heads the field. Solid cushion tires. Sterling tires are manufacturers in India, the second largest producer of rubber in the world. Sterling tires are manufactured in the state-of-the-art facility using eco-friendly methods with natural unblended synthetic rubber. It is managed by highly experienced persons in this field. Let's move on to industry profile. In present scenario, technology generation in the Indian tire industry has witnessed a fair amount of expertise and versatility to observe, adapt, and modify international technology to suit Indian conditions. In a present section broadly undertakes an overview of Indian tire industry through an examination of its growth trends with respect to production, exports, and acquisition of technological capabilities. Tire supplies are targeted and marketed primarily to the following categories, that is replacement market, original equipment manufacturers, export, government supplies, and state transport undertakings. Review of literature said by Hesfeld B. Hesfeld B. 1990 studied that cash is king. So say the money managers who share the responsibility of running this country's businesses, and with banks demanding more from their prospective borrowers, greater emphasis has been placed on those accountable for so-called short-term financial. Short-term financial refers to the management of current assets and current liabilities. In essence, the purpose of that function is to make certain that the company has enough assets to operate its business. Objectives of study. Primary objective: to study about the short-term financial position in Sterling Solid Tyres Private Limited. Secondary objective: to know the effectiveness of inventory management for short term, to know the effectiveness of receivables management for short term, to know the effectiveness of cash management for short term, to know about the creditors management for short term, to provide suitable suggestions to avoid risk and to improve the short term financial position of the company. Scope of the study. The present study, short-term financial analysis of Sterling Solid Tyres Private Limited, analyzes the profitability of the company. To analyze the current financial position of the company. The study attempts to determine the efficiency and effectiveness of management in each segment of working capital. Since the various methods will be critically reviewed, the business concern has therefore to optimize the use of available resources through the efficient and effective management of the current assets and current liabilities. This will enable to increase the profitability of the concern, and the firm could be able to meet its current obligation will in time. Need of the study. The basic need of the study in Sterling Solitaires Private Limited is to identify the current solvency position about short-term assets and liabilities. It is said to be need to test about the inventory, receivables and cash management. The main need of the study is to know the changes in working capital and gives a chance to a company to meet its financial position. The efficient and effective management of working capital is of crucial importance for the success of a business, which involves the management of the current assets and current liabilities. Limitations of the study. It is mainly carried on secondary data. It is based on historical data, and information provided by annual reports may not indicate a future. Hence, it is a short term. It may vary day by day, so we cannot conclude the exact financial position. Company is not ready to provide full information regarding financial details. And my last limitation of the study is the analysis is limited period of study for financial analysis. Research methodology. Research methodology is the way to systematically solve the research problem. The systemization method adopted by a research for completing the project is called research methodology. It is simply the plan of action for a research which explains in detail is how to be collected, analyzed and interpreted. Definition of research methodology. The process used to collect information and data for the purpose of making business decisions. The methodology may include publication research, interviews, surveys, and other research techniques and could include both present and historical information. Source of data used for this project is secondary source. I have selected secondary source for this project. Hence, the data is collected from the available balance sheet of the company. So, it is said to be secondary source. Tools used for this project: working capital, ratio analysis, correlation, and trend analysis. My first tool is working capital statement. Let's we see upon the meaning of the working capital statement. The statement of changes in working capital is concerned with the current assets and current liabilities alone, as they are shown in the balance sheets of the current year and the previous year. All non-current assets and non-current liabilities, profits and losses, additional information available are completely ignored. The main rule of the working capital statement: increase in current asset increases working capital. Decrease in current asset decreases working capital. Increase in current liability decreases working capital. Decrease in current liability increases working capital. The second tool used in my project is ratio analysis. Ratio is a mathematical relationship between two items expressed in quantitative form. It is the old technique of financial analysis. Relationship expressed in quantitative terms between figures which have cause and effect relationship or which are connected with one another in some way or the other. The process of determining and presenting the relationship of items and group of items in the financial statement. Short-term ratio used in this project is current ratio, cash position ratio, working capital ratio, etc. My third tool used in my project is correlation. Correlation is a statistical measure that indicates the extent to which two or more variables fluctuate together. A positive correlation indicates the extent to which those variables increases as the other decreases. The formula of correlation is R equal to n summation xy minus summation x into summation y divided by n summation x square minus summation x whole square into n summation y square minus summation y whole square. My fourth tool was trend analysis. Trend signifies a tendency and as such the review and appraisal of tendency in accounting variables are nothing but trend analysis. Trend analysis is carried out by calculating trend ratios and or by plotting the accounting data on graph paper or chart. Trend analysis is significant for forecasting and budgeting. Trend analysis discloses the changes in financial and operating data between specific periods. Findings of my study. The cash position ratio was increased by 0.73 times. Hence, the cash is maintaining well in Sterling Solitaires Private Limited. Stock position is decreased. Hence, the company has used stock for production. Debtors turnover ratio was increased by 34.56 times. Higher the value of debtors turnover, the more efficient is the management of debtors or more liquid the debtors are. Higher debtor turnover ratio is good because more higher debtor turnover ratio means more fastly we are collecting money. My next finding of my study is creditors management is effective due to increase in credit sales. Higher creditor turnover ratio is good because it will decrease the average payment period. Trend analysis will be in decreased position, so the debtors period will be less. The company is in good position in maintaining the assets value comparing to liabilities. Suggestions for this project. My first suggestion is the company may try to increase the stock value by using the inventory management techniques. It is very essential to keep sufficient stock in business. Company's working capital is decreased in 2013, so the company not in good is in unhealthy position. The company has to increase the working capital for the next year. Cash position is good due to cash efficiency. Low current ratio represents that the liquidity position of the firm is not good and the firm shall not be able to pay its current liabilities in time without facing difficulties. So the firm has to reduce their assets. The payables has to decreases for future growth of the company. It can be said that overall financial position of the company is in good position, but it is required to be improved from the point of view of profitability. Conclusion. The study of short-term position attempts to know about the effectiveness of receivables, cash, inventory and payables to know about the effectiveness of short-term. The amount of profit earned measures the efficiency of a business. The greater the volume of profit, the higher is the efficiency of the concern. The profit of a business may be measured and analyzed by studying the profitability of investments attained by the business. The study investigates the profitability of the Sterling Solitaires Private Limited. The study uses various liquidity and profitability ratios for assessment of impact of liquidity ratios on profitability performance of Sterling Solitaires Private Limited Company. It is inferred from the results profitability performance of the company is satisfactory. Thank you.